Hi, my name is Kathy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to save your favorite voices or your customized or edited voices as user voices instead of just as favorites. I'm still learning this keyboard myself after 14 years, so bear with me in these videos. The reason you want to save your voices as user voices is because it gives you easier access to them. If you merely save them as favorites, you can't really control the order in which the voices appear on your favorite list. And so you have to scroll through the whole list to get to the one that you want, and that list could get a little too long. So if you save them as user voices, you can access them much more easily, as I'm going to show you. So here we go. The first thing you need to do is you need to be in voice mode. So you're going to hit voice mode, and then maybe go to category search and choose an instrument that you want to choose. So I'm just going to choose, let's just say I choose this voice, and then you're going to hit enter. So there's the voice. Next thing you want to do is you want to hit store, and when you get to this window, see where it says user 1. I want to be on user bank 1, which I am already, and I'm using my wheel right here, and I'm dialing to the first voice. Now you're going to see the names of some voices in there. Don't worry about them, just hit enter and then hit yes, and the voice that I chose is now saved as user voice 1. The voices that show up already when you buy your keyboard are just placeholders. Don't worry about them. They're just there for you to overwrite with your favorite voices or any voice that you've edited or created yourself. All right, so now let's try it again. Let's go to hitting make sure I'm still in voice, which I am. Go to category search. I'm going to choose, let's say I'm going to choose a bass that I use a lot. So I hit enter. There it is. Store. There it is. And now I'm going to make this, there's that first voice that I saved. I'm going to go to voice 2, and I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to hit it again. And so now, as you can see, my user voice number 2 is the bass, and I can just keep going. Now I want you to look over here. You have, when you're in user bank 1, section A, which we are in, then you hit voice number 1, and that's the first voice. You hit number 2, and there's the second voice that we saved. And you can save up to 16 voices that you like or have edited in section A, and then it moves on to section B, section C. You can save 16 voices in each of these sections while you are still in user bank 1. When you have filled up all 128 of those slots, then you will move on to user bank 2. So I'm going to now turn off the keyboard, because sometimes, you know, if you're new to this, it's hard to get back to the banks and figure out where your voices went. Okay, so my keyboard defaults to grand piano. So I'm going to go to voice, which I'm already in, and now I'm going to go over here to decrease and increase. Now watch the top of the screen. See how those are changes? There's user bank 3, 2, 1. There's user bank 1. So I'm there in bank 1, which is where I want to be, right there. And then section A and voice 1. And there, that's the voice that I saved. And if I hit 2, there's the next one. And if I had entered 16, I could just move down through the numbers. All right. There's something I want you to see. When you're, let's say, I'm going to go to store again. I've already stored this, but I just want you to see this window. When you're storing a new voice, let's say you've already stored 16 voices, and you're in section A. It doesn't really show up, this section doesn't show up over here, because when you get to 17, it automatically takes you to section B over here, and we'll start another 16 voices. So while you're in section B, and it shows you the B right here, actually it does. So you will go all the way up to 32. You can add 32 more voices, and then now you're in section C, and it automatically takes you over here. But the beauty of the buttons is if you know you need to go to section A, voice 2, you can get there quickly, or section C, voice 11. You know, you simply push the buttons. If you are in the right bank. You have to be in the user bank 1, 2, or 3 that you want to be in. Oh, one thing, let's say you've created a new voice and you've added some special effects over here and you want to give it a new name before you put it in your user bank. So you just, while you're on that voice, hit edit, and then up here where it says name, you can dial up and change the name. And I'm just gonna, let's just change this to, we'll just make that an X just to make it easy. And then I'm gonna hit store. Now when I go to store, it didn't change, but I'm just gonna hit enter anyway, because after it saves, it is changed. Okay, so if you have some weird new voice or something that you like, and you gave it a new name, in your user bank, it will have the new name. So again, you were on voice, down to edit, change the name, hit store, then hit enter. And don't worry that it doesn't look like it changed when you hit store. It's still showing the original name, but it will be changed after you hit enter. Okay, thanks.